Okay, now I've been on Roblox for a very long time. Since 2011, actually. And I've always really enjoyed Roblox's history and still play the older games and such to this day. So today I'm going to check out one of my older favorite games, the Roblox Museum. And all of a sudden it just has a ton of players, which is super cool to see. Now of course, if I'm going to be playing a game from 2006, can't really be looking like this, now can I? Let's change it into something better. Perfect! Okay, now I haven't played this in so long, but it's just so cool. It shows a lot about Roblox's history and such. And I'm joined by a special guest today, which some of you know from Twitter who this is, but say hi, I guess. Of course, she's not listening, so she can't really hear me. Okay, so first of all, this brings back memories, just this stud work and such, and guess I did wear the perfect shirt for this, now did I? Oh my gosh, so the first thing we have here is a hat donation box. I barely remember these, but you'd go up here and back then when Roblox, of course, actually it had to have been up until about 2016, you could actually press the plus button on your keyboard and drop a hat. So I could drop my domino crown right here and it would go in the box, and these were in so many games back in like 2008 or so, and they'd be like normally towards the start of the level, and people would just go here and drop their hats, and someone would go in and just pick what hat they wanted. It was kind of cool, to be honest. I wish Roblox would bring back the hat drop feature. Okay, but now come on, we can't be just sitting out here. We better go into the actual museum. See if she'll follow us. Yeah, there she comes. Come on. Okay. Yeah, wow, this brings back memories. So, this is an old badge here. You really don't see too many badge actual givers. Like, games use badges, of course, but this was the actual, like, giver that they used. Before there wasn't, like, special GUIs or stuff to give you badges and such, so had to step on these foil little squares here in order to get a badge. And of course, have all these facts across the floor, which you guys can read if you want to, but like right here, the max player limit was 8. Now I believe it's 200 or 500 for moderators. And here's the first model ever made by Toolbox. I don't know if this actually was the first model. I recall the first model actually being a figure, which looked just like me except without the domino crown. Yes, teleporters. This was such a breakthrough. You saw these a lot back in even 2011. You just step on one side, it takes you to the other. This was so cool. A lot of games use these to just take you from one side of the map to the other, of course. And then here's another model, a little tiny model of Sword Fight in the Heights. Yeah, this is the original Sword Fight in the Heights, which didn't have all the fancy swords like Dark Art and such. Did you guys know that? Did you know that Sword Fight in the Heights did not actually have like Dark Art and all the other swords originally? It was just one sword. Guess we're going on the roof now and following her. Don't know where she went. Okay. Oh, there you are. Hello. Oh my gosh. This I do not remember. This was one of the first cars it said, and wow, this looks ancient, doesn't it? It says it's the Rocket's car, so kind of looks like a tractor from the front, doesn't it? Wow, this is so cool. And plane tool, yeah, so see if this looks like a region button. Maybe, don't know if it's working. Let's see here. So here's an old plane, and does this actually work? I assume it does, right? Oh yeah, so before the plane tool was introduced, I believe they had these, which were just button to start planes, which are very ancient. Anyhow, coming back here and not going in the plane this time, here's one of the few obstacle courses it said. Yeah, this lava jump thing, like, it just died, but this lava jump thing, you still see me using obbies today, and it's so classic, to be honest. It's very cool. And I'm gonna have to pause the video here because she said that she's tired, so. And unfortunately, don't know if Snowy's going to follow us around anymore, as it seems like she's getting tired, so don't know if she's gonna go off and leave or wait for us to finish the recording, but anyhow, you can listen to me talk about this and not cut it out to add content to the video, but wow, classic ladder. This is another thing that's kind of not changed much, like ladders. I mean, what really can you change about them? Oh, and they got some classic users over here. Mite, the first minigame hit 1 million visits. Yeah, do you guys remember Mite? Mite was, wow, ancient. This guy have the most favorited game. Actually, no idea who that is, but next to him we have Sonic the Hedgehog. Started Fear, yeah, but if you've been around for a while, you know what Sonic the Hedgehog was also notorious for, and he's actually improved. He's a kind of major game dev now, but back then he used to copy and steal games and such. And for here we have Scat Mario, made the first obstacle course. Don't know who that is either, so maybe I'm a bit cut out on Roblox knowledge. JJ5x5, oh come on, you know who JJ5x5 is. Flesh Jerica. I think something's wrong with your Domino Crown. Iron Enforcer, yeah, the Iron Cafe. I'll just let you guys look over all these people. Wow. Here's 1x1x1, the first major myth of Roblox. And then of course Dignity. I'm surprised he's on here. First shared account? Was Dignity really the first shared account? Does anyone who's been on Roblox for a while, can anyone tell me? I didn't know Dignity was a shared account. I thought he was just a kind of fake hacker that, everyone thought he was hacking, but I believe he was actually banned for uploading inappropriate audio. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, anyhow, I think that's enough on the roof here, so we'll go back down, but does anyone notice that this looks suspiciously like Peach's castle from Mario 64? Oh yeah, the default home. This was like the first starter place, or the first well-built one. The first starter place is actually, not a lot of people know, but the first starter place was actually a base plate, I believe. That became a base plate with a bed on it and a table. This was like the third starter place, I believe. Still very ancient though. This one, I have a lot of nostalgia for this one because when I joined, they still used this house, but it was on a terrain map. And then this one, I believe, is a tiny model of the Roblox headquarters, which was made by Telemon, of course. So it's pretty cute to see. Then we have less hackers. I don't know about that game. Everyone back in like 2011 when I joined was a hacker. That's one thing everyone gets wrong. You think there's hackers in Roblox now? Oh no, you are very much wrong. Less advanced scripts and structures, yeah, you're right about that one. That's another one about old Roblox. I love old Roblox and all, and again, we're looking at the history here, it's so much cool, but yeah, I don't get the nostalgia all too much. Like people saying old Roblox is better? No. Yeah, here's a big model of the Roblox headquarters. This is the more updated one. Yeah, I used to only have one tower. I always felt this was kind of a weird build because of the two towers. I mean, you can kind of see what that looked like if you know what I'm talking about, but it was innocent and such a classic build. I mean, you have to know what that is. It looks like we got a Jedi over here. I hope he's not a Sith. Free models were hardly implemented into games. Don't know about that one. No meshes, yeah, the duck meshie I believe was one of the first meshes. See, first gamer made the Brigade sword, that is correct. The first hat ever made, I believe is actually the purple banded top hat, but that was the first one ever published. And I'm wearing it now, which is kind of cute. You could put spaces into names. Yes, you could put spaces into names. That was so cool. Hope they bring that back. And suddenly have eggs on her head because we had the 2008 egg hunt eggs here, and again, joined 2011, so wasn't here for this, but this was so cool. If you don't know, eggs actually dropped from the sky on, I believe they were selected games, so there was no specific egg hunt game. Just joined a game and eggs rained from the sky. It was so cool. When Roblox started, Roblox today. Yeah, this looks like it was made in 2008. To be honest, this game was pretty ahead of its time. Noob traps did not exist and still not relevant to the present day. Yeah, don't know about that one. Roblox Paintball was the first game to hit 1 million visits. Yeah, I remember Roblox Paintball. Have you guys ever played Roblox Paintball? This was such a cool game. I don't know if it works anymore. Yeah, here's Clockwork, creator of the Teapot Turret. Yeah, you can see his little teapots here. Clockwork was so cool. Over here, Boulderman. Yeah, that was what Builderman looked like. Then we have Telemon, of course. No online daters. That's another thing I've really never understood, this whole thing. I mean, they were here back in 2011 when I joined, so I think that's false. Fear, no fear. no grips, no C-framing. Yeah, everything was straight back in like 2007. That was such a weird time for building. No guests or noobs. You literally showed the noob outfit at the start of this place. No clothing or gear but t-shirts. Yeah, t-shirts were the original thing. I forget when actual shirts and pants came. That had to have been like 2010, right? See here, no forums. Yes, no forums now, or no comments. Kind of sad, so that's still relatable. Lua. Oh, there's a snapshot of the old game page. Wow. See what's up here. This is so cool seeing all this. Khaos Canyon, yeah, another classic game. This was pretty much the first break battle game, and a lot of people still play it to this day, just like Crossroads. To be honest, I've never understood Crossroads too much. It's always kind of a boring map, but Khaos Canyons, now this was awesome. And that may be what's left for this game besides what's outside, so guess the only way to see is to reset. Wonder where this little bridge goes. No smooth terrain or stamper material. Yeah, so this must have been updated until like 2012 at least, because stamper tools were a bit later. I remember when terrain was added, it was so cool. Okay, anyway, getting a bit preoccupied, so how about we just go over to where we were going before? And yeah, looks like there's some stuff in the back. I remember there being stuff in the back, but not this much. Maybe it was changed a little bit. These were default models that could be controlled with the plane tool. I don't recognize this, but that's kind of cool. Just looks very primitive, but like everything, I guess. When in doubt, die randomly. Yes, Flesh Dipper, yes. I should copy this guy's outfit, to be honest, because of course I do have the Domino Crown. Don't know how many people would recognize it, though. First baseplate is a default game. Looks like I was right about that. Dog. Oh my gosh. I think there's something wrong with this dog. I don't know what it is, but something's a bit off. And maybe he doesn't like me? Anyhow, I think that's about as much as I can take of the Roblox Museum, but it was so much fun to go back and look over, and again, I do recognize a lot of this, so it was cool seeing all of this and seeing so many new Roblox players explore it, so very nice to see. Huh? What's this? Oh, it's the outro! Thank you all so much for watching, and if you're new around here, you should click this big red subscribe thingy to keep up to date with new videos. And make sure to smash this big blue upvote thingy 50,000 times. As always, remember to tell me below in the comments what you thought of the video. Bye bye!